everyone. I'm Norman Plotkin. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist and the CEO of Tianqiao Herbs and Acupuncture and Vital Wellness Spa. Tonight we're going to spend a little time discussing how hypnotherapy can help you succeed on your weight loss journey. How hypnotherapy can help you succeed. And basically, it's working with your mind and not against it. Weight loss is more than food and exercise. And I'm going to be Captain Obvious a little bit tonight, so just bear with me. Some of these things, it's like we're not going to turn over some big theory. It's really kind of going over the basics. But it's more than food and exercise. It's emotional, it's mental, it's habitual. Hypnotherapy supports the inner patterns that influence long-term success. Now think about it. We call those favorite dishes comfort food, right? But it's a common experience. Many people know what to eat, know they should move more, and still struggle to move more. But this is not a lack of willpower. Why diets often fail? Traditional approaches focus on food rules, calories, discipline. They often ignore emotional eating, stress responses, subconscious habits. One of the main reasons diets fail is because you change your behavior and you realize some losses, and then your diet is over and you want to reward yourself. And so you go back to what you did to get yourself there to begin with. And it creates this roller coaster of losing, gaining, losing. The subconscious mind stores habits and beliefs, controls automatic behaviors, influences up to 95% of daily actions. If you think about the mind as a two-piece arrangement, the critical or conscious mind, this is the tip of the iceberg. This is reason, logic, analysis, decision-making, and willpower, the part that we think is in control. But the base of the iceberg is your subconscious mind. The subconscious mind manages your autonomic nervous system. It wants to keep you in homeostasis, bring you back to 98.6 after a fever, keep your heart rate at 60 beats per minute or whatever yours is. But it does the same thing for behavior because it wants to free up resources to meet your Maslow's hierarchy of needs: food, water, shelter. And so it creates behavior, and it loves the known and fears the unknown. And so it'll keep you in a particular behavior, perhaps long after that behavior any longer suits you. But the subconscious mind, and think about it this way. Once you learn how to ride a bike, you never have to learn how to ride a bike again. It's like riding a bike, driving a stick shift. Once you learn, you don't think about it. Athletes, performers, musicians, they practice, and then they give it over to the subconscious mind. Even just driving, you don't think about accelerating or braking, you just do. And so the subconscious mind creates these behaviors to help you cope with a situation, and then it keeps you right there, even if that situation is no longer relevant. Lasting weight loss requires subconscious support. What is hypnotherapy? Hypnotherapy is a relaxed, focused state of awareness. It's similar to meditation or deep focus. It's a way to communicate with the subconscious mind. All cultures, early healers in all cultures, used trance, whether they drummed you in or incantations. It's an ancient process for making change. Basically, it's deep relaxation with focused concentration. So when I'm hypnotizing someone, they'll feel deeply relaxed, but they'll hear my clock tick really loudly. You're always conscious and aware. Most people's fear is that it's a loss of control. And what I tell people before I put them in hypnosis is that if anything made you uncomfortable, you could open your eyes and say, stop. You won't, because it's going to be the most relaxing thing you've ever experienced, but it's important that you know that you could. What hypnotherapy is not, it's not mind control. It's not sleep or unconscious. The moment you fall asleep, you're no longer in hypnosis. It's not losing control. You're always aware and in charge. As a hypnotherapist, I'm just a facilitator. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis. And hypnosis is ubiquitous. If you're driving home from work and you pull in the driveway and you don't remember the trip, you are in hypnosis. That's why radio drive time is expensive, because they want you listening to your music and being in the zone, and then they play their commercial, and then you go buy whatever they said. How hypnotherapy supports weight loss. It can help reduce emotional eating, decrease cravings, improve motivation, build healthier habits. The subconscious mind is developed between 0 and 8 years of age, roughly. During that time, you are in hypnosis. You are highly suggestible. You're mirroring and matching the people in your sphere of influence, and this is when your programming is laid down. Later in life, it's very difficult to move away from your programming. Eating can be emotional. When you're sad, you eat. When you're happy, you eat. Hypnotherapy helps you separate food from emotions, respond calmly to stress, develop healthier coping strategies. When I was a kid, I was raised on a ranch, and we showed animals. And I had steers and had sheep. When we transported the sheep to the show, which was often a long ways away, we had to give them overeating shots. Because of the stress of the travel, they would eat until they died. And so, just a little anecdote from the animal kingdom. It's stress can cause you to seek comfort. Cravings and control. With hypnotherapy, cravings feel less intense. Portions feel satisfying. Choices feel natural. And in hypnosis, we give these suggestions. And we reframe your reference points. It's motivation without force. Instead of, I have to lose weight, you can begin to feel, I want to take care of myself. So the law of reverse action says that the harder you try, the more difficult it becomes. And so when we have our sights set on the particular goal that's very meaningful for us, and we're trying really hard, it's just the goalpost keeps getting moved. And so with my clients, I help reframe everything. I listen very carefully to what people say, and then I help them reframe it to say and think about it in a different way. My grandma used to say, if you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you always got. It's really about body trust and self-compassion. Hypnotherapy supports listening to hunger and fullness. You want to try and eat till you're about 70% full. Sometimes we eat when we're thirsty. And so understanding that, am I really hungry? Or am I just thirsty? Also releasing guilt and shame. People try really hard and believe that they fail, and they can feel guilty, or they can feel shame. And it's about respecting your body. With hypnotherapy, we work on an identity-based change. Lasting change comes from identity. I become healthier. I respect my body. Healthy choices are who I am. Again, it's framing your self-belief, your self-identity. It's gentle and sustainable change. There's no extreme restrictions, no punishment, no pressure, just alignment between mind and body. With the hypnotherapy for weight loss, there are some things that go along with it. Keeping a food journal, so you become aware. Sometimes we just unconsciously are putting things in our mouth. And so when the food journal helps for a couple of different reasons. One is that you become aware of what you put in your mouth. And the other thing is, if you have to write it down, you might not put something in your mouth. Hypnotherapy can be used alongside acupuncture, herbal medicine, nutrition, and lifestyle care. We have a number of pathways to support your wellness journey. The hypnotherapy is the part of the mind-body experience. And so oftentimes, trauma is a factor. And we can carry a layer of extra weight as emotional protection from the outside world. And so, when we do hypnotherapy for weight loss, we always do a history and go back and review your traumas. Trauma you don't have to see someone die to be traumatized. It can be a bitter disappointment or any number of challenges that life throws at us. And weight gain is just one of the results of experiencing trauma. Your mind is your greatest ally. Bob Proctor said, if you can hold it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. And it's really a matter of framing and rewiring your subconscious programming. It helps work for you. And it's a powerful tool to readjust how you think about food and weight and our bodies are the most incredible machine we'll ever own. And so it's really important to think of it as a race car, and you want to put top fuel into this wonderful machine that we've been given. So, are there any questions?
Group weight loss.
We're going to do a little hypnotic session.
Cool.
Very gentle. We're not going to try and move mountains. We're going to just kind of lay the groundwork and set the frame. Everybody okay with doing a little hypnotic?
I have another question. Back a couple of slides, it says only eat until you're 70% full. So is that kind of just satisfied, or is it, I don't think I've ever thought of when I stop, it's 100%, even if I eat lightly, it's still 100% because that's when I stop.
Well, not everybody can stop, When I was a kid, my mom made me clean my plate and said there were starving kids in Africa.
China.
And so, what I learned to do was take smaller portions. And then if I want more, I can add more. But I get to the point where I'm like, do I want more? Because oftentimes when I cook, and I cook, amazing food, and I'll just keep eating, And so I ask myself, now I'll stop it. I'm close enough. And so it's just kind of an awareness that, do I really need another bite? And the older we get, the more difficult it becomes, to metabolize. And so portion control is super important. And then just, it's all about awareness. It's all about awareness of our body. And so if you're mindful about, 70%, it's very subjective. But if you, in your approach, are mindful of that, perhaps I don't need to eat beyond what I need, and have your own subjective measurement of what 70% is, What, you know,
I've been giving it to my husband. I think I'm full.
there you go.
Make him impeccable.
The human garbage disposal.
Bad girl.
Yeah, and so, I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen? You're gonna wake up hungry, have a big breakfast. The other thing, you know, there's a lot of things that we do that go along with this. The trauma release is one of them. You know, another thing is the reframe and the food journal. And you know, I'm having a senior moment. The thought that I was going to share was escaped me, but you know, it's kind of a holistic approach. Right? We come at this from several different ways, and so there's the actual hypnotherapy sessions, some of which address the previous trauma, and then there's the homework and the reframe, and so it's kind of a holistic approach.
And the homework is the log.
Food journal.
Was there something else in our homework?
And that's the major one.
Okay.
You know, and you want to get to a place where you weigh yourself every week and you establish a goal weight, and you weigh in every week and you track your progress. And you know, movement is super important. Oh, I know where I was going to go. So there's, for lack of a better word, like hygiene, right? And so you don't want to eat after 7 p.m. And you want to make sure that you get breakfast. So what happens is you can't starve yourself. You know, you will hold. If your body goes into starvation mode, you'll begin to hold the calories as a physiological response to hunger. So you want to make sure that you're getting a minimal amount of calories, and that that you're eating at the right times. You know, when you sleep, your organs are cleansing. If they're digesting, they're not cleansing. And so not only are you packing on the weight, you're carrying toxins. You're not cleansing. Your liver and your other organs should be cleansing when you sleep. And so that's why it's really important that you don't eat after 7 p.m.
5.
You like it better at 5?
Okay. 4.
It's kind of,
The earlier the better.
Yeah,
I mean-
you did say 4 last time, but I have a hard time eating.
I try to eat at 4, even 5, and then I don't go to bed till midnight, so 11 o'clock I'm starving. And
It's
food
because you didn't eat a good
and
breakfast.
all the food tastes best when you're hungry, right? And then in the morning I'm not hungry, so, yeah.
Morning, so the key to skip dinner is to have a big breakfast. If you have a big breakfast,
If I can control myself not to eat at 11, then.
you, so the whole everybody join the weight loss program, that's one of the requirements. You gotta finish your breakfast before 9 o'clock. And a big country breakfast, big one. If you do that, you won't get hungry. It's because you didn't eat enough, Clara, in the morning. If you
Yeah,
just
that's
have a little coffee, little muffin, that's called breakfast, it's not. You will get hungry and you're gonna eat a big dinner.
So you eat dinner for breakfast.
Right, that's the thing. You eat the dinner for breakfast.
well, see, and that's one of the challenges that our lifestyles today.
Yeah.
You know, we work, and so you have to set yourself up for success. And, you know, there's people who meal prep, but not everybody, you know, not
I tell
everybody.
people you cook, go home, because you don't eat the dinner, then you cook for breakfast. You save that morning, you can eat that as breakfast.
But I like my oatmeal for breakfast.
That's fine. I mean, for people who don't have a luxury to get up to cook, so you cook at dinner time, you heat up for the morning for that. And then if you do that, you are not gonna get hungry. I guarantee you won't.
I think you're right, but the thing is, if you cook, you have to try it.
You just need to cook dinner. You
And,
can cook
so that
anyway.
comes from mind control, huh?
Yes. Mhm.
It is, it's mindset.
It's the mindset and how you apply your life.
Well, think about the thing, you know, and the other thing we do in hypnotherapy is we look back in your history and what have you been able to achieve? And we look at your accomplishments and we mimic this as just another accomplishment, and we anchor the feeling of accomplishment, and then we take you forward in your mind and feel as if it's already true, and then anchor that feeling in your body. It's really important. Our self-image dictates everything, and so we heard of the person, that skinny me trying to get out, right? I had thyroid cancer, and as a child, my mom's heavy friends, it was clear they have a thyroid problem. And when I got diagnosed with thyroid cancer, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know, like my mom's friend Arlene, it was a big fear about, and so that's perception, and that was my perception. I was worried about the thyroid issues and what that, until I investigated and researched, what that was all about. I was hyperthyroid, not hypothyroid, and but then when they took my thyroid out, then I have no thyroid, and I had to modulate with hormones. I take levothyroxine every day. And one time when I got off and I was not on them, I just felt like a 33 on set 45, or when the record you play it too slow, and I put on weight, and so but then I got my the hormones regulated again, and I lost the weight. But that speaks to the self-image, right? So my self-image was, you just saw my mom's heavy set friends because she had a thyroid problem, right? And so it's really about aligning your mind and your self-image with your actions. And the difference between willing yourself to take different actions is that we're speaking to the subconscious part of the mind. So if you think of it as you're a performer, and you're going to practice this, you're going to create an image, and you're going to give it to your subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is a goal machine. If you put a little notepad next to your bed and write down several goals right before you go to sleep, and set it aside to go to sleep, your subconscious mind is going to be working on solving that. You'll wake up and get in the shower and have all kinds of great ideas. It's super powerful, and there's a ton of books. Joseph Murphy's The Power of the Subconscious Mind. It's well researched and well discussed in terms of how to use the power of your subconscious mind to get what you want. But the problem, with weight loss is that our subjective experience is we've tried all these things. We've dieted, and we lose weight, we gain weight, go back to the old lifestyle that got you there to begin with. Look at Oprah. She's lost it, gained it, lost it, and so it's really preparing your mind and your self-image and your self-identity, and being gentle with yourself about how you go about it. And feeling empowered that you are engaging in part of your mind that is very powerful toward your goals, Because it really isn't about willpower. It's about aligning your thoughts, your self-identity, and your behavior. And if you're consistent, it will happen. Any other questions?
I want to say something.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to talk too much.
No.
But today, Dr. Tian she mentioned, you know, my little tummy. She goes, "Oh, that's stagnation," and then we talked about how to massage it, and just that word made me see it differently. Like, you know, okay, that's one of the things that movement can help with, is getting rid of the stagnation.
Yeah.
So thank you for helping me reframe it in my mind, because
Yeah.
it was real helpful to hear
Mhm.
that one sentence.
Good. Yeah, it's a reframing.
Yeah.
The power of reframing, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Digestion is moved.
Should have put them on.
So we can talk about some of the things that we have before we do the hypnosis. I'd hate to put you on hypnosis and then go over the things that we'd like you to buy. It's probably not really fair.
Oh, you're funny, Orm. You will enjoy the vitamin.
That's right. You might find that if you buy this package, the weight will melt away.
I'll let you try first.
Oh,
Meet
thank you,
after
Claire.
In a couple months, and that's it.
And you're gonna see me transformed.
You're right.
So then also.
Well, Beverly has joined our 100-day challenge.
I-
And that's what we're doing right now. We have a 100-day challenge. And if you stick out the 100 days, you get a membership to the Wellness Spa.
I'm so excited.
I think you will.
Yeah.
And you know, the thing about the Wellness Spa is that there's the self-care, there's the meridian massage that is very beneficial. It's not just therapeutic manipulation of the muscles, but it's also stimulation of your meridians, like acupressure. But there's also movement. We have yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong, Ba Dua Jing. So there's the opportunity to come and move and in the community, right? So the goal is to complete the 100-day program, and if you do, you get the annual membership to the spa. That's a reward. The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Right.
We also have other products. There's Tian's tummy flat tea, and then we have a weight loss package that includes protein and vitamin B complex and appetite suppressant and a cookbook, a recipe book.
I got a different kind of tea that you wanted.
Yeah, that is specific for you.
Okay.
So let me explain about our program. This is the best program for weight loss. We have 100 days, including Miss Beverly signed up and she started her.
I'm on 96 days to go.
Congratulations.
Yeah, she started.
The first four are the hardest.
So we have a
96 bottles of protein on the wall. 96 bottles of protein.
So this one is a full program, including acupuncture, hypnosis. We have also cryotherapy. Everybody understand cryotherapy? You heard of cryotherapy? We're gonna get there for you later. Probably in a couple weeks we'll get there. So it's a freeze the fat cells.
Cryolyolysis
Yeah.
is the technical term, and what we do is we have a machine that we'll put paddles around your stubborn areas.
They're
It's
about
not
like
for-
this.
It's not for visceral fat, inside the deep fat, it's for subcutaneous.
Yeah, it's
And-
something you can grab it and then
And it freezes the fat cells, which then die and are passed through perspiration and urine.
So we have a whole thing, and when you sign the program, we have a cosmic tea, and we have diet recommendations, lifestyle. We're doing all of that with Bev right now. So that's 100 days. So we want you to finish everything in this in 100 days. Okay. You set your own goal. Everybody's differently. My goal and everybody else goes different. So you say I want to lose, say 20 pounds or 30 pounds or 10 pounds, and after that we'll re-evaluate that. And if you finish 100 days, you stay in the program, And then as Norm talked about, then we'll have the membership to help follow up with you. So you can stay in the program, we'll have an exercise. That doesn't mean you don't exercise now, you should get some exercise and walk. And you have a regular exercise, Tai Chi, Qigong, and Baduanjing, all that, yoga, so can help you really about the maintenance and have a good lifestyle.
Yeah, there are no, I mean,
Sounds
a
good?
gentle walk.
I'm just thinking, does it include rent? Because I'm gonna need to live here to do all this.
Right.
Well, you know what I did, I wrote down 30 acupunctures, I've had 3 now, I wrote down the day
Nice.
to us with,
Yeah, uh-huh.
and then I have the 2 sessions, and,
Mhm.
so that I can keep track.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's really,
Give
so it's
yourself-
about,
give
it's about
yourself
the
credit.
commitment,
Yeah,
It's
well,
really good.
it's a lot of money, and a lot of money
Yeah.
and focus.
Mhm.
And if I wanna do it, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
But the, you know, the
Will you
difference,
do it with me?
the
Can you be my friend?
difference is, you have accountability partners here. You're not doing this alone. So you have doctors, you have therapists, you've got people in your corner helping you
Mhm.
schedule it, manage it.
And we need to weight you every week, actually. Every week we'll weight you, make sure the number goes down. Mhm. Another thing is about the products, if it's too much, like Sonia, I don't know. And instead I wanna do my own thing, so we'll have a good this, if Claire wanna do this, you can do this too. So this is a 2-month program, it's, vitamin and,
Appetite
appetite
suppressant.
suppressor, yeah. You see, and this come with this book, have instruction, what if people lose weight too from this too. So, this one you do one meal, you do milkshake, and the 2 meal you want to make sure you cook, okay, a cookbook. And come with a supplement too, you can do that, and with my tummy flat tea, it's 2 months. This is also, work for some people, we'll have some people try it and it work for them too.
Well, and if you're making progress with it and we want to continue, we can give you more protein, we can give you more supplements.
Yeah, if you,
But
after
the
2
package,
months,
the package that you buy is for 2 months and.
you start with 2 months, yeah, so that's something, whenever you want to try, that's something you can think about it too. So if you already, I have 2 minutes.
You're gonna think about it too. I'm trying to get my group together so that I'm not alone.
No, you're not alone, you have a big team behind you.
Right, yeah, that. My flat tummy tea,
Tummy
you
flat
can, tummy flat tea, it's my recipe, so you can drink with your meal, so like you eat every time, instead of drink water, you drink that tea. That will help you. It's really designed for, dissolve the fat, so, it's like a little bit sweet and sour, it's good for cleaning your liver and intestine. But then it won't make you go to bathroom, it just break down the food much complete. So that's the tea. It's very gentle, and I sometimes drink it too, myself. Just have 1 cup. I sometimes make here because everybody drink it. Everybody like
Oh, that's what this was?
a little bit. It's lighter, but that was a little bit stronger. But tastes okay. Yeah, it's all natural herbs. So I have many tools.
And again, there are other things you can be doing at the same time, like, if you take a gentle walk first thing in the morning before you eat anything, and then drink some lemon water,
Yeah. That's
good for digestion.
What is smoked plum?
Umei. Chinese. It's a plum, but it's a special process to make the plum. It's more, you'll break down the fat even more stronger. Plum is natural to like move the intestine, right? So the smoke to make the plum even more stronger. Yeah,
When that's in this?
that's it. Yeah. Umei is really good. 这个是烧子的，非常。 You see that, and also the hawthornberry, everybody heard of a hawthornberry, right? Sanjia. Chinese day, Sanjia, jujube, it's all Chinese herb. This recipe is really, yeah, and you can drink this long time, long time. I drink this like my digest tea. If I had, say, a big steak dinner, oh my god, I'm gonna wake up 3 o'clock, so I drink that, and it will be better. So that's a simple,
Well,
easy.
I just went and bought 2 half gallons since it said you need to make a gallon, so that's one of my next steps.
Yeah, drink that, and then you can give your husband to drink too. It's very safe and very simple. It won't make you go bathroom. Some of the diets make you go bathroom too much. Just like make you too. People say, "Do I have to stay home to drink the tea?" No, you. You can drink the tea everywhere. It's a different way. You know what I mean? People are so afraid of it. Okay, so that's we have so many things, but this is something, the product wise we have. And also once you sign the program will have a special tip for you. Also have a tablet, you're taking that. Well, we're gonna give to you.
Oh, there was one,
What
something
missing?
that
Yeah.
wasn't here.
Yeah, that's also of the, you'll clean your liver and intestine too. Yeah, regular treatment too.
Well, I can't wait to do the hypnosis.
Okay,
Okay, we're
all right,
ready.
you guys ready?
Get